Hi, welcome to Around the Bend with Soki. I'm Mike.
And I'm Ramona. And we travel with our two cats, Maddie and Gracie.
And we have a 2021 Alliance Paradigm 385 FL, which is Soki. So if you're not aware, we're making a trip cross country. We started out like the 25th of June, and we're going to make it out to Washington State by mid-July. One of the biggest surprises for us traveling past the Continental Divide was the high desert environment. This was not what we expected when we entered this part of Washington. All agriculture depended on irrigation. The climate gets drier and drier until it becomes semi-desert, receiving less than 10 inches of rain per year. It's a high altitude area. When weather systems from the Pacific Ocean meet the Cascades, the air rises and cools, and lots of moisture are released as rain and snow. But they're done on the Cascades. This leaves little precipitation for the scrublands east of the Cascades, causing a rain shadow. Possibly nowhere else in the world can show this rain shadow effect so dramatically, and you'll see that as we drive along. And now we get our first good look at the Columbia River Gorge. Something we really didn't quite expect. We're always amazed at what may be around the next bend, and this bend in the Columbia River was no exception. We are going to descend into it, about 3,000 feet into what looked like a lake, but was actually a bend in the Columbia River. And now we get a good look at what we're going into. It gets drier and drier as we go down, eventually coming to an oasis of sorts at the bottom. Welcome to the Thousand Trails Crescent Bar RV Resort. This resort has 55 spacious RV sites, all strewn in along with a good overlook of the river. All sites are back in, and they have 50 amp and full hookups, water and sewer. The Crescent Bar Recreation Area is a hidden treasure of central Washington. The area has recently undergone a major facelift completed in 2018. Campground has 55 spacious RV sites. Crescent Bar is also an ideal home base for catching a concert at the nearby Gorge Amphitheater, enjoying wine tasting at the award-winning area wineries, and a day of hiking, biking, or rock climbing. We were here in mid-July, hot and dry, daytime temperatures in the hundreds, and every late afternoon a strong dry wind blows down into the canyon from above, at times 20 to 30 miles an hour. This breeze helps keep the temperature bearable at night. There was a nice golf course right around behind us, good view of the river, and this is an area right over by the clubhouse. There's walking trails, which you'll see in a few minutes. They'll take you right down to the water. Got a really nice walking trail system. It goes pretty much all around the Crescent Bar area. It's a great opportunity for people to use boats, jet skis, kayaks, pretty much anything, but still you get a lot of peace and quiet, as I'll let you hear in just a minute. It's really amazing to see a river flowing right through a mountain range, and that's exactly what the Columbia River does in the Columbia River Gorge. The Cascade Mountains run from Canada, then south through Washington into Oregon. The roughly 90-mile long canyon cuts east to west right through the Cascade Mountains, forming the border between Washington and Oregon, and in some places it's 4,000 feet deep. Driving through the Columbia River Gorge is an experience in itself, as you'll be in awe at the spectacular geological wonder. The purpose for our stay at Crescent Bar was our oldest daughter from upper northwest Washington was hiking with a couple of friends of theirs and came over to visit us and stay with us for a night, which we really enjoyed. You've already seen video of us coming down into this gorge, but I wanted to play it on the way back out because it gives a totally different perspective of how the hills look and what it takes to get back up out of here. This whole drive is just incredibly impressive from the bottom all the way to the top. One thing you'll notice, some intrepid soul apparently drags concrete structures up and down the side of this bank with a tractor that you'll see way at the top. I kind of point it out as we go by. Apparently the turn at the end of this is too tight for anybody to bring a tractor trailer down. As I said, driving through the Columbia River Gorge is an experience into itself. The Columbia River is the second largest river in North America, starting in northern Idaho and southeast British Columbia and traveling over 12,000 miles to the ocean, which we'll get to see at one of our later videos. Through millennium of geologic events, waterfalls have found their home in the Columbia River. Columbia River Gorge is a spectacular river canyon 80 miles long and up to 4,000 feet deep that meanders past cliffs, spires, and ridges set against nearby peaks of the Cascade Mountain Range. Thanks for watching. And we get to finally see the Cascade Range and Mount Rainier. Thanks for watching.